All over social media, I've seen thousands of mysterious job ads.
The best experience you'll ever go through. It just keeps getting better and better.
It's not a job, it's not a 9 to 5, it's a lifestyle.
They're offering massive salaries, cars and holidays.
A free white Mercedes and a 6-figure income.
It's £15,000 a month, and you can earn more than that.
But very few of them say what the job actually is. I didn't know much about multi-level marketing before this, and once you start looking, these ads are everywhere. I'm investigating whether the reality matches up to what these companies seem to promise. And one name keeps coming up again and again.
This little black box that says Unique across it changed my life.
Unique is an online makeup company. If you sign up to sell for them, you're called a presenter. It only launched in the UK in 2014. Jessica left Unique in 2018.
Hi.
Jessica, hi.
She's asked us to hide her identity.
Can you explain a bit more about how it affected your relationships?
It's 24 hours a day. You eat, sleep and breathe it. You know, they have this hashtag team no sleep. But I was losing friends because of it. And, you know, my family were like, it's a cult. I'm like, no, it's not, you know. And they do training where basically what they tell you is if someone doesn't support you, then you get rid of them. That doesn't matter if it's your mum, your brother, your sister, your husband, your friend. You don't need that in your life. Me and my partner would argue constantly. I even nearly I did say it to him, like, why are you even marrying me, you know. Some of them get really nasty in that as well, and I think that's why you get a bit nervous about leaving, because they start calling you, like, names, like fat and ugly, and they proper pull you apart. And they say, like, if you leave, that you failed. How dare you? You could have made it, but you don't know because you quit.
At Unique, I've also heard from people who feel they were encouraged to spend their own money to improve their business.
I lost, roughly with Unique, £1,800.
We had no money for food and things because I was promised if I put this in I'd get more back.
Probably spent upwards of a couple of thousand thinking about it.
There's another multi-level marketing company that's come up in my research, and they're even bigger.
This opportunity has completely changed my life. Retire my mum, buy our dream home, travel the world, and spend every single day with my children.
It's a cosmetics company called Nu Skin. I've come to Cornwall to meet someone who was drawn into this company at a difficult time.
Hi, Vicky. Hi, I'm Ellie.
What are you looking for?
Vicky has 2 children. She signed up for Nu Skin when she was pregnant with her first child.
When you joined up, you were heavily pregnant, we're going to have a new baby soon. How much do you feel like you were targeted because of that?
Oh, extremely. It was a few weeks before my maternity leave, and me and my husband went through our finances and thought, oh my God, how are we going to survive? We had just moved into like a temporary accommodation. We were quite in a desperate situation. We weren't getting any housing.
What expectations were you given when you signed up?
All the people at the top had these lovely cars and lots and lots and lots of money and lots of nice houses. And I didn't want to live like in a council property forever. I wanted more out of life, and I thought that was what was going to give it to me.
Over the last 5 months, I've heard from former distributors and their loved ones who felt that working for these 2 companies isolated them from their friends and family.
Unique affected my mental health in such a way that it's nearly impossible to describe.
My brother saw us as negative influences, and negative influences need to be cut out of your life.
I really did not like the person it was turning me into.
It seemed a little bit like a cult, I'll be honest.
It's time for some answers. I want to speak with the people at the top of these 2 companies. And it turns out Unique and Nu Skin both started in the same place. Utah, USA. Temperature, -9. It's most famous for being the home of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or LDS. But surprisingly, it's also famous for being the world capital of multi-level marketing. Every year, thousands of recruits flock to conventions here.
One team, 1 billion! Thank you very much.
More than 100 MLMs were founded here. And these are two I recognise. During my research, I've realised the founders of Unique and New Skin are also members of the LDS Church. Many in the state claim there is a link with Mormon culture and the high number of multi-level marketing companies here. Gina is 25 and has tried selling for 3 different MLMs. She and her husband Cole first met when they were Mormon missionaries 6 years ago.
This seems to be the heart of MLMs in the world, really.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
As members of the church, I'm a member. We are taught that we, the moms, are supposed to stay home with their kids and nurture them and raise them. And so I think a lot of women in this area take that a little, almost too seriously, where they're like, this is the only way I can stay home is to do an MLM so that I can earn money to help.
Do you think that people that are founding MLMs in Utah are almost exploiting that?
Yes, I do. I feel like they are targeting those young moms and those young women who want to stay at home. When it comes down to it, it's a little bit more predatory than a lot of people realize.
Can you tell me a little bit more about LDS culture?
In the church, we have these things called missions. Men go for 2 years and women go for 1.5 years. So we would go out and we would knock on doors and we would talk to people about Christ and see if they were interested in learning more about our beliefs.
And so does that teach you quite a lot about, I suppose, almost recruitment in a way?
Yeah, definitely. Because of my mission, when I was in the MLM, it was easier for me to reach out to people because that's what I had done for 1.5 years.
Having spoken to women like Gina, the question I'm left with is, were these companies set up as a genuine opportunity for women? Or have they been set up to capitalise on pressures for young women to stay at home with their families? And is that message now being spread all over the globe? I've managed to reach someone who used to work in the Unique head office. She's agreed to meet me tonight, but says it's too risky to reveal her identity. Why did you leave Unique?
Because I think you can't say that you're uplifting or empowering women when you're trying to convince them that they need these products and that will ultimately improve their lives.
So how big is the markup on the products?
Oh my gosh, massive. Some are more than like 400%. The makeup is not what Unique is marketing. They're marketing a lifestyle, they're marketing a dream, they're marketing a support group. So the majority of the promotions we put on are focused on recruitment.
I've spoken to women now who've lost thousands of pounds at Unique. Do you think there was an awareness in the corporate office that that was happening?
There's a shifting of blame. If you lose money, it's because you aren't working hard enough. It's a lack of fortitude.
Have they made a lot of money from this?
Unique has a $1 billion valuation. They have made millions of dollars. They are multi-millionaires.
It's my final day in Utah. I gave both companies a deadline for an interview and I've heard nothing back. I start with Unique.
He's not here, so that's a no-go.
Okay, do you know where he is? We're only in Utah today,
Okay.
And we have been trying to get hold of someone all week. I just
Okay.
have a couple of questions that I want to ask him on behalf of a number of women we've spoken to. No one calls me back. Next, I try New Skin. Hi. My name's Ellie Flynn. I'm with the BBC. Okay. I'm trying to get hold of your CEO. I wait.
So I just talked to Rod.
Yes.
He says he's in a meeting.
Okay.
But he is going to send you a statement.
Yes.
But he cannot meet with you today.
When does this meeting end? Can you not meet with me
didn't
after?
say, I'm sorry.
I think that says it all. People have lost everything to these companies. They've lost hours of their lives, they've lost money, they've lost friends, they've lost family. And when you come here to try and question the people that are responsible for that, no one acknowledges it. And I think that's the reality of what happens. People are buying into a dream, and when it all goes wrong, nobody cares. We did hear back from both companies. New Skin said the level of success varies greatly based on factors such as a person's goals, ambition, commitment, and skills. They said they have strict policies against misrepresentation and exaggerated claims and take appropriate remedial action. They said they do not charge a sign-up fee and there is no requirement for sales leaders to purchase products. They said they also have a refund policy in place for resaleable products. They comply with the laws and regulations and they have implemented policies and training to help their sales force comply. They have more than 1 million customers globally who enjoy their products. Unique said they developed their business model to allow presenters to run at a level that makes sense for each individual. They say their sign-up fee is low and presenters don't need to build up a product inventory because their digital platform allows customers to buy directly from Unique. They also have a 1-year refund policy in place for presenters' unused products. They said they have strict policies in place to ensure adherence with local laws. They supplement these policies with a large compliance audit team that provides ongoing training and enforcement, including termination for non-compliance. Many people do say that multi-level marketing has changed their life, not just in terms of money, but also friendships, gaining confidence, and personal support. These companies seem to be everywhere, and yet they're so shrouded in secrecy. And I think that until there's more transparency and awareness about what it means to work for an MLM and what your chances of success are, I just fear that more people are going to lose out.